Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I am Mitch English. Welcome to Daily Flash on this summer day. We call it summer day. Summer here, summer night. What's the word of the day today, Maddie?
The word of today is missing.
Missing.
There's something big missing around here today. So
Sweet baby James. He had knee problems. Is that what we heard?
yeah,
Yes.
that was what he was saying. So he said his knee was burning. I don't know how that
Oh.
happens.
How does your
but
knee start burning?
There is
that's
a
what he said.
prescription for that.
There is, and we have it on our website at dailyflashshow.com. There you can find all of our social media stuff. Like, subscribe, share, and do all that fun stuff. And send us a note, flash@dailyflashshow.com.
Okay, I got a couple of Gen Z phrases for you guys. Okay. Have you ever heard the phrase fridge cigarettes?
Fridge.
No.
Fridge
Never heard this at
cigarettes.
all.
Heard of
No.
shower
Me-
beer.
So me neither. You know what it means? Diet Cokes. Gen Z no longer smoking, but they
Oh.
have found an addiction, and it is Diet Coke. So they go to the fridge, grab their Diet Coke, and that's what they're calling fridge cigarettes. Or
Fridge
Diet Cokes.
cigarettes. Okay, I thought maybe like it was something like for a fresh to keep the smoke.
I did
fresh,
too.
but
I
that's not
saw
case.
the headline in the New York Post. I'm like, a fridge cigarette?
Isn't
What the
that
heck
where
is
Mima
that?
used to blow the smoke in the kitchen so she didn't think you'd smell it?
Yeah, out the window.
That,
Yeah.
that was a 1970s
Yeah.
fridge cigarette.
It was like this. Sitting by the window.
Was this scene from Christmas Vacation where she grabs
Yeah.
it? Are you
Yeah.
smoking?
No.
As if you can't tell someone's been smoking in the room with the window open. I'm sorry. The other phrase I heard, and this actually goes for all generations, this is a new phrase called screen divorce. Have you heard of screen divorce?
I've not, but I think I know what it is.
Okay,
Does
what
that
do you
mean
think?
you're just like getting away from being online and such? No.
No. Screen divorce is when you love a show, but your other half doesn't, so you go into separate rooms to watch your own
Yes.
programs.
Yeah.
Have you experienced screen divorce?
100%.
Okay.
Matter of fact, just this week I did.
Yeah.
Really? How so? What was
We
yours?
were watching Tires
Yep,
on
that's
Netflix.
that is
and
not
she's
a
like,
Liza show.
I'm not doing that. I'm like, all right, well, I'll go watch it in the back. So she
Yep.
and she turns on this where it plays tones, like, and it has like these digital
Yes.
stuff all, and then she gets on her computer. I'm like, I don't want to sit here for an hour and listen to.
You know what you're talking about.
But that is funny. Screen divorce.
Screen divorce. Maddie, how about you?
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? Sorry.
Well,
About screen divorce?
do you watch a
Oh
certain
yeah.
show
Well,
that your wife?
it's like with the tire stuff or
Yes.
sports. Like she'll sit there and deal with sports with me, but she has no idea what's going on in a NASCAR race.
Right, but are there shows that she likes to watch that you're like, I'm not into this?
She is obsessed with rewatching X-Files, and I have no interest.
Okay. So when
Yeah.
she turns
I'll go in the bedroom or something because
There you go.
I'm like, every episode of that show is the same thing. No one believes them. They find an alien, then no one still believes them, and they did that for 20 years.
The truth is out there, man.
Yeah,
So
it is.
It's made me insane sometimes.
Okay, so you go into a different room
Yeah,
and watch.
I can't, yeah.
Yeah. See, I think there's a luxury to that.
But 100%
You
there's a
know?
luxury because when growing up, what
You know,
Dad wanted
one
to watch, that's
is
what we
what
watched.
everyone did,
And
yeah.
that's why I know every episode of Hee Haw.
Yes.
You know? What about you? Is there a show?
Yes. Alan loves to watch The Challenge, and I can't. I can't. The MTV show, The Challenge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'll indulge every once in a while, but once that goes on, I go into the other room.
Is there
Yeah.
a show, both of y'all, that you're watching, you're like, well, Liza's not going to like this, or your significant other's not going to like it, and they sit down and you get into it, and you get that much more excited. You're like, oh my gosh,
Yes.
here's a show we like.
Yes. Well, it happened with The Jackal. Because I started watching The Jackal, and Alan's like, what is this? And then, like, 2 episodes in, he was completely
That's
hooked.
great.
Yeah, which, it's so true. You love that.
It's like as if you found a new love.
Yeah.
And these series, though, to where the appointment television, we did this with Mobland. It was like Sunday night, it was our night,
Yes.
man. And I'm so bummed out when it's done because
know.
my wife and I got to share that together,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And then talk about it.
So here's a question. If you do have a show that you both love to watch, and she's not there, and you are, do you
That's
wait
cheating.
for her, or is it cheating?
It is cheating.
Screen cheating.
I got in trouble with that with The Mandalorian.
Did you?
I
Really?
couldn't wait, and I was like, I'm watching it this morning. And she goes,
Yeah.
did you already see this? I'm like,
then I feel
'cause
guilty.
Because they can go on to the Netflix account we share or Disney
Oh, and
Plus,
see.
and it shows that it's gone to the end.
Yes.
So now I got to
Yes.
be tricky.
That's how you get caught cheating on that. I think with shows like, let's say like The Mandalorian, if that was in my situation, I wouldn't have a problem watching it without because I can go back and watch it again. But there's a show called The Ugliest House in America
Which
with
I
Greta.
love. Yes, I love her.
I cannot skip ahead because because it's
Yeah.
a contest first off, and if she
Yes.
knows that I already know who's going to win
Uh-huh.
then, for that episode, then she gets not
But have you
upset,
ever gotten busted? I've gotten busted a couple times. Like, have you already watched this without me? Oh no, I think I might have fallen asleep
lied.
when it
When
just
we
sort
got-
of played.
It's a sleep thing.
When we got married, we combined all the streaming stuff,
You
and that
did.
was the biggest mistake. I was like, dang it.
It's like your kids,
Yeah.
you're combining together.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Like these problems were not around
No.
when our parents were. Again, like I said, whatever Dad was watching, that's what
Yes.
we watched on the tube. You only had 3 choices back then.
But again, the luxury that we all have today is that most people have 1 or 2 televisions in the house. So if you don't like what one
Yeah.
person's watching, you
Or
can
your
go on
phone.
another, or your phone, or your
Or
iPad.
Or watch it at a later time.
Yeah.
That's another thing
That's the
because
other thing.
it's all on demand.
Yeah.
Screen divorce. I'm going to start
Screen
using
divorce.
that a lot, and I'm sure I'll have to deal with a screen divorce situation soon too. Let's jump into some trending stories happening all across the world. We go to Massachusetts, where a mom there making a little noise on social media with a recent trip to Disney. She was pushing her kids around in her stroller. But here's the problem. They're not toddlers. Look at your screen. 8 and 10 years old.
on.
She said that strollers give her the convenience of experiencing the parks without an extra adult on hand. She's recently divorced, not screen divorce, divorced. No one in the park called her out, but she definitely got a side-eye glance every once in a while. Most people online have mixed thoughts on the single mom stroller use for her bigger kids. I think it's part of Disney World is the kids having to walk everywhere.
Yes.
And why wouldn't you want to tire them out so that you can go home earlier,
I
right?
don't know. And she looks like she's fit and in shape. And her kids don't look overweight. But I'm thinking, like, if you continue to sort of indulge them in this habit, are they just going to turn into, couch potatoes?
I think the first time I was at Disney World was where I was at when I saw a kid on a leash. Have you ever seen a leash?
Oh, yeah.
What
That's
do you
all
think
the time.
about that?
At Disney, I get it, because it's a lot
It's a
going
lot,
on,
yeah.
and they can take off into different stores.
Like, it
and
makes
stuff.
sense.
But
Yeah.
at the mall or something, no.
I would. I had 4 kids, and we would put them all in the same color. And I can't tell you, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4
Yeah.
all the time to help that out. But the leash thing, I kind of feel
Well,
that has to do something psychological to the kid.
The
Yeah.
stroller problem at Disney World has gotten worse and worse over the years as these things have gone from like little stroller
Yes.
to these double wide things. And here's the problem. The sidewalks at Disney were made in the 70s.
Yes.
Not now.
Much like the rides.
That's a great point.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like you're pushing down. You're like, I can't get around you. I can't. What is
Yeah.
happening here?
Isn't Disney World like the #1 spot for stroller theft?
Stroller.
Did I hear that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would not. When we work on a kid, I'm like,
Yeah.
we're gonna take one, but I'm not leaving anything in it because you're just leaving it outside.
Yeah.
They have an attendant there, but they don't know it's yours, and
100%.
you got to catch them.
It's just so weird to think like, when we were growing up, strollers were not an option. We walked everywhere.
I never remember. I don't remember
I
being in a
don't
stroller.
either,
My
ever.
younger brother having a
Yeah.
stroller, pushing me
Ever.
around
Yeah.
at all. It seems like with this day and age, you can go to a shopping mall, a grocery store, and the wheels will lock up. Once it gets past the perimeter, seems like they could have something with all of Disney's technology where you
Yeah.
wear this thing and that it's attached to that stroller. And
mean,
it's not cheap to rent those things.
People
No.
put air tags in them and stuff,
Air
but
tags
if
are
it
a
was
good
to
idea.
lock it up or something, that would be nice. But
Yeah.
Disney charged you $400 to use that stroller. Of
course they
day.
would.
That's true.
It's part of the magic, right?
While airlines often restrict their crew members' social media use on the job, British Airways is taking it a step further. The carrier now prohibits airline employees from documenting where they stay during layovers on social media. British Airways defended the move as a way to help conceal the location of their staff for some privacy. The crackdown comes as more flight attendants turn into influencers as a way to make extra cash. And I kind of side with British Airways on this because they are giving them this job, and what they're doing is taking the notoriety of their job and using it to make money on the side as an influencer.
So you think about this. You have an employee, like when Matt and I travel, we go to a hotel or whatever for the show, we're basically on the clock. And even though they're going to these hotels, so they are responsible for them. So if they're saying, "Hey, look, I'm in this hotel," that aren't you offering a danger now where
That
people
too,
know where you're at?
of
And so
course.
they're only really looking out for the
Yes.
employee, in my opinion. So I'm with you on this, as well as British Airways.
But then these flight attendants or flight crew, they're making money off of British Airways
Double dip.
by saying, I'm traveling, I'm staying here, here's my beautiful city travel,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Here are my tips, X, Y, and Z. So they're making extra money on the side thanks to their position at British Airways, right?
Indeed.
So
It's
I can
also-
see why they're like, no.
It's also a thing where they're doing dirty things in company wardrobes in
Oh.
some of them. Because if you catch someone's a TikTok one,
That's a
it's
good
like,
point.
are you really sure?
Yeah.
You're wearing the uniform.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you doing in that area? That's a great point.
Yeah.
We're having some summer fun. We're doing it right here in the kitchen. We got more Flash coming up right here.
Something funny is going on, and it's happening every morning on Broadway and Friends on great radio stations all across the U.S. of A. Broadway, T-Wall, Mitch Pancake English, and Sweet Becca. Broadway and Friends, 4 mics, 0 filters, and more opinions than your Aunt Cheryl's Facebook feed. Broadway and Friends. Want to join the madness? Hit up BroadwayandFriends.com.
Spell out the word and.
And jump into the deep end, blasting for the back road to the big leagues. Broadway and Friends. The most fun you can have with your radio on.
Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English alongside Andrea Jackson here in the Daily Flash kitchen.
Yes, we are joined by our favorite weird food guy, John Graham from ThatGuyOnTV.com. Welcome back, John.
Yeah, no, he's the weird food guy, not the weird food guy. He's
That's
the
right.
weird food
guy. Weird food guy.
Hence the name, What Did I Just Eat? And you got some, I guess it's a theme perfect for the summer.
Yeah, I figure 4th of July is in a couple of days. We'll give
Yeah.
you some stuff for your cookouts, your grills, your barbecues. So pickles are big this season.
Absolutely.
Lots of pickle flavored things. I thought we'd start off with Grillo's Pickle de Gallo.
Okay.
It's salsa made with pickles. Here, I'll let you guys tear into that. So it is cucumber bits, vinegar, salt, onion, red bell pepper, and garlic. They also make a spicy version. Don't worry, I brought you guys the mild version.
Oh,
Now, it
thank
definitely
you.
tastes like pickles. It does not taste like salsa, but you can use it like salsa. Put it on a burger. I would recommend maybe barbecue. Barbecue is fatty and sweet. This is crunchy and salty and,
I like
and
that
sour.
on a burger. That'd be
Yeah,
terrific
that
on
would make
burger.
for a group. Yeah. 100%. I like
And then one other thing, this is McCormick Grill Mates seasoning, dill pickle seasoning. There's also pepper in it, there's garlic in it, there's onion in it, and both bits of cucumber and bits of dill and dill weed.
I'm thinking on a salad.
See, that's what I said. That may be chicken, maybe
Yeah.
vegetables. They recommend actually putting it inside the raw meat before you make
Oh,
hamburgers.
really? Okay.
I would recommend having tasted it here. Give it a whiff.
We can't take you
As
anywhere.
I make the mess, you pass out that
Ooh, take a whiff of that. I would recommend maybe sprinkling it over popcorn
Woo!
first to see if your family likes it before
Yeah.
you go and dose all the hamburgers.
I like the
with it.
popcorn idea too. That's good.
Pickles
Yeah.
just bring such a different flavor or
Yes.
taste to things. So I like that.
dill
That's
or
really cool.
sweet.
I'm a sweet. I like
I'm
sweet.
a dill.
Really?
Yeah.
I can go either way, but if I had
Yeah.
to choose, I'd say sweet.
I like garlic. There's even some garlic horseradish pickles out there. Maybe I'll bring those next time.
Please do.
3 kinds of potato chips from Pringles. They're all. Oh, did I skipped?
You skip. That's okay.
Soda. Everybody wants soda on the 4th of July. Slice. Remember Slice when you were a
do,
kid?
yes.
Yeah.
So Slice was a Pepsi product in the 80s. It kind of faded away. It's been attempted to bring back twice now. This year, a company is bringing it back as a healthy soda, one of those $2.50 a can sodas that's got prebiotics, postbiotics, and the one I missed. And so here guys, give me cherry cola is the newest one.
Okay.
It's got 5 grams of soluble fiber in there, about 5 grams of sugar. The fiber is about the same as an apple or an orange, medium size.
Okay.
Why don't you take
Thank
that
you.
one? I'll do
All
this
right.
one.
For me, the one thing is you gotta like stevia to keep the sugar low. They use sugar and they use stevia as well. Stevia to some people has a distinctive taste,
Ooh,
and
yeah.
I'm one of those people.
Me too. Yep.
What do you
It
think?
hits me right there.
It's just stevia.
Yeah.
And you know the prebiotics. If you have one of those upset stomachs all the time, I guess that's going to help. But
Yeah.
I think if you're going to make a choice, this sounds great. Cherry cola, not
Yeah,
bad.
the technology is getting better and better at these healthy sodas. I actually like the orange. I think it hides some of the healthiness a little bit better. All right. Now to the Pringles. 3
Yes.
different Pringles. These are all Miller Lite themed. Now don't worry, there's no alcohol in these. There's no meat either, oddly enough. There is a grilled brat, there's a beer can chicken, and a beer braised steak. I'll let you guys
Ooh.
each taste one of those, dig in.
Okay.
If you ever go
I-
camping, beer can chicken is the best way to go.
I like all of these. I think if you covered up the labels, I would probably have a hard time telling you which one is chicken, which one is pork, which one is steak. They all have distinct flavors, but I've ate the chicken one, chicken. That doesn't necessarily hit me. How about you guys?
I could. Yeah, I don't. It's taken me a second. If you wouldn't have told me chicken, I think I'm on the same way. Not bad. I love Pringles. I can go through a whole can. I love it. And I would imagine you could even use the can to make chicken. You know how a beer can chicken.
Well, I don't know about that. I'd be a little. I'll call your local fire department.
All right. But there's a beer can recipe where you get a beer can, you put the chicken on top of it. And you,
Oh yeah. No,
that's where
delicious
it's coming
too.
from.
Something I learned is also when I was a kid, Pringles were just potatoes. There's now rice and corn in the mix as well. I imagine it's probably cheaper, but it probably also
made me sneeze.
corn and rice. There you went. Friendly's ice cream. Ice cream is big. 4th of July. Friendly's has been relaunched as both the restaurants and as a supermarket ice cream brand. Now, you're familiar with Neapolitan ice cream?
Yeah.
Where you get strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate all in the same container. For the 20th anniversary of the Jonas Brothers, they've teamed up with Friendly's, and they're doing 3 flavors. It's coffee cookie crumble, that's Kevin's flavor. Chocolate marshmallow, that's Joe. And Nick picked vanilla of all flavors.
I think it's the pickle.
So-
I think it might be. Do you want me to handle this?
Please do. I don't want to.
All right, that's okay. I'll switch places with you.
I think it really is that.
So the idea is you can either scoop one flavor out or run all the way across and mix and match.
All right.
And Friendly's and Jonas Brothers actually go way back 20 years ago when they named themselves the Jonas Brothers. The legend has it that they were actually sitting in a Friendly's near their home
Oh, really?
in New Jersey. Now, you might think the Jonas Brothers, they're proud of coming up with the name Jonas Brothers, but 20 years.
Yeah, okay, we'll give them that.
What do you guys
We're not
think?
going to get the parents aren't going to get any recognition.
Yeah,
being
right.
The Jonas Brothers. I like this. Really good.
They did come up with the Jonas part.
The Jonas part of it.
The brothers put
Oh, I
the
do like this.
and the.
I can eat this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
And
good.
it's softer than most ice creams
Yeah.
too. You know, a lot of times where it's like it melts in your mouth a little easier. I really like this. Okay. Go for it.
Okay.
More desserts.
Okay.
You like Nutty Buddies from Little Debbie?
Love
Sure.
Nutty Buddies.
So they've been branching out, kind of like the Oreo people. They've been branching out into other desserts. These are the Nutty Buddy snack cakes.
Okay.
If you look at them, you can see they're kind of, the form is a lot like a Twinkie. They're a little bit smaller. It's peanut butter cream, sponge cake, and then a fudgy chocolatey outside.
And the Nutty Buddy inside it basically is what it is. Yeah. I enjoy that. And finally, this is really
Yeah,
intriguing.
these are 2 products. We're going to kind of bunch them all together. Target has seasonal whipped cream toppings, or whipped dairy toppings, I think they call them. Red, white, and blue for this time of year. Strawberry, vanilla, strawberry, marshmallow, and blueberry. And then at the very end, grab that there. That is Pup Cup.
Pop cup.
See, 4th of July, your dogs are going to be on edge. You can pick up Pup Cup. It's just for them. There's no sugar.
Oh, great idea.
Fewer preservatives and things like that. You might see it doesn't stand up. It flattens out a little bit quicker, but that's because there are fewer ingredients in it. Come on, you want to try it.
I do actually.
It says not
that
for
ready.
human consumption, but it doesn't say you can't eat it.
John?
You should just know that it's a little. There's no sugar.
More details, you can go to find out other weird products. You can head over to, of course, thatguyontv.com. Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. We're in the Flash Kitchen, and we're going to taste some very interesting sandwiches.
Yes, our next guest is Barry Enderwick. He has a new book out called Sandwiches of History, and he also shares a sandwich recipe every day on his Instagram channel. Let's take a look.
Welcome to Sandwiches of History, today from the American People's Cookbook of 1956, sent in by Salty Vixen. Thank you very much. We're going to be making the bacon and tomato double-decker. First thing we do is add crumbled bacon to peanut butter. Now we put down some lettuce, 2 slices of tomato, piece of bread buttered side down, our peanut butter bacon mixture, top with another piece of bread buttered side down. Okay, let's give this bacon and tomato double-decker sandwich a go.
Peanut butter. Everybody loves peanut butter.
Peanut butter, bacon, tomato. Who would have thought?
Right?
I know. Terrific.
Welcome to the Daily Flash. Barry, how are you?
I am doing well. How about yourself?
Well, we're about to be a lot better with some of these sandwich recipes
Yes.
you have here. We're really excited.
Yeah, so Barry, how
Excellent.
did Sandwiches of History start? The Instagram post came before the book, is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah, actually, I started on Instagram in 2018. A friend of mine had sent me a PDF of this old recipe book from 1909 called the Up to Date Sandwich Book, and it had 400 recipes in it, and some of them were a little bit odd. And I thought this would be kind of fun to do on social media, and so I did it there. It didn't go very well for the first 6 months, so I stopped for about a year and a half. Took it to TikTok, it blew up there. Took it back to Instagram, it blew up there. And so after a while, a publisher came to me and said, "Hey, would you be interested in writing a cookbook?" And I thought, well, here's a chance to make these recipes actually usable, and so they make one sandwich as opposed to like 15 sandwiches, which a lot of them do.
You say cookbook, and generally we think, well, cook. It's more, I guess, is it a recipe book? Meaning, because are there any sandwiches you actually cook? And I'm not being facetious when I say that, because sometimes there's more work that goes into a sandwich than there is actually
It's
cooking,
true,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, you do have to cook bacon. That's kind of an
That is
important
true.
thing. But
Good point.
yeah, it's not a cookbook in the sense that you're cooking a dish that's a main dish or something like that. It's a lot of assembly, but there are some elements where you have to cook it, or you have to like waffle a sandwich, put it in a waffle iron, and that kind of thing.
That makes sense.
Okay.
You know, it's interesting about your social media too. Is I was watching some of the videos, and at the bottom it says "followed by," and I have like 5 or 6 of my close friends that follow, and I go, "Yes, these are the people that would follow about some great sandwiches." And today we're going to actually make 2 of the sandwiches from your book that we're going to try. Now, the first one, help me out here. This is the Chip Buddy. Tell us about the
Buddy.
origin of this sandwich.
Chip Buddy, born out of the pubs of England, or the after visits to pubs in England. It's basically thick chips,
Chips,
as
which
French
we
fries,
have,
as we would call them, and then malt vinegar, typically
which we have.
on buttered bread.
Okay, so
bread.
we
Okay.
basically would have to butter our bread. I'll let you butter your own
Yeah,
bread.
okay, I'm gonna butter my own bread. All right.
This seems like it would be a Wisconsin kind of thing with butter
yes.
all over, right? Or like the dairy places.
Any place you find someone consuming beer, I think this is a
Good point.
apt sandwich.
Good point.
Butter and French fries will follow,
Love that.
or
All right,
chips,
so we got the
whatever you
butter.
wanna call it.
And then we put the chips
Well,
on
I mean,
the
you
French
get-
fries in, right?
That's correct. A healthy amount. And what you've got there is, you've got the richness of butter. You've got the delicious potato starchiness.
Yeah.
But then you also have that malt vinegar to kind of cut through it a little bit.
All right, so I'm grabbing my
So it's a
malt
nice
vinegar.
combination.
Do I just pour it on top of there, Barry? Just
On the chips,
on
yeah.
the
You
chips.
just splash to your content. You know your palate
Splash
better
to
than
your
anyone
Ooh,
else.
I like that.
so.
Splash you can. Now, does it have to be white bread? I got to tell you, I can't tell you the last time I had white bread.
Typically is, but I like to say that you do what you want to do. You're going to be eating it.
You be you.
If you were going to go on a program in the UK and say this is how to make it, yes, you would use white bread. If you were going to do this for friends at home, you'd say normally this is white bread, but I like whole wheat.
All right. Is there ketchup on this or just the malt vinegar?
If you want. If you want.
I like that. Well, see,
Okay.
that's the kind of cooking I like.
All
It's
right,
just,
so that's an
I'm gonna-
option for you. You're going for the ketchup.
Well, yes, because you got French fries. You
all
have to
right,
do
no,
it.
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
you
good.
got on that. All right.
All
so,
right.
well, I'm going to take a bite of
Are
this.
you gonna taste it? Okay.
Now, do you, every sandwich?
Do you cut it?
Do you have to cut it?
I'm a big fan of cutting it diagonally because I think it just fits in the mouth a lot
Ah, no, you're the diagonal cutter.
Well, you
Okay.
haven't seen
'cause
how big
I
my
always
mouth is.
diagonal cut sandwiches. Do you cut them down the middle or do you diagonal cut?
I can't wait that long. I honestly, I'll let you right into it. Anyway, I do cut them in half, and I'll
do.
put potato chips right.
more.
I'll
I
do it like
understand that.
Yeah.
And I'll put
I
the
got
chips.
you.
All right,
Okay, and what say you? Better than expected.
They better. I think the malt vinegar is what
Makes
helps.
a difference.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Okay, Barry, while he continues to consume this one, let's talk about the next sandwich, the dairy sandwich. It's 2 slices
boy.
of Swiss cheese with butter in the middle. I mean, we've got it here. Is this
Yeah.
really a sandwich?
That is one of the recipes in the Up-to-Date Sandwich book from 1909 that just blew my mind. And yeah, there's no mention of bread. And it's not like they implied that there should be bread. It's a dairy sandwich, so it is indeed 2 slices of Swiss cheese with butter between.
Okay, Mitch.
Sandwich between, if you will.
What do you say?
I would eat this in the car, right?
would,
I'm
okay.
grabbing, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
very
getting
good.
my dairy in, that's for sure,
You
right?
would. Okay.
Yeah,
Mitch-
it tastes good, but it feels wrong.
Right.
It tastes good, but it feels wrong. That should be the title of your next book.
Barry, if you want,
Great.
thank you so much. You want to get a copy of this book and tour schedule, visit sandwichesofhistory.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can also, of course, follow Barry on Instagram, Sandwiches of History. Look for that.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, I'm Mitch English.
Yes, he is. Mitch English.
Yay.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash. Today's Trends, tomorrow's Talk. We're also joined by Matt Doolittle. Hey, Matty.
Guys, we have talkers and we have people that send us their talkers from all over the country at our 219 affiliates. We love them all, the American Forces Network, and of course you can find your local affiliate on our website at dailyflashshow.com. Let's head up north and welcome our friends in from WBXZ in Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo.
I've been through Buffalo,
Me too.
Niagara Falls, right?
Oh,
And that's where.
yeah.
And the first time I went to Niagara Falls alone, we flew into Buffalo and then went across the border. So.
I have an aunt that lives in Jamestown. You know
How
what?
far away is that? Is that nearby?
It's about 40 minutes, but you want to know what there is to do in Jamestown?
Tell me.
Go to the Walmarts.
That's it.
That's about it. That's all that's going on out there. I'm like, why do you live up here?
Yeah. And you go eat buffalo wings, right?
Buffalo, yeah,
Isn't
and
that what
or
you're-
watch the Bills.
Or watch the Bills.
One or the
Be
other.
part of Bill's Mafia. All
All right. So if you think about what it takes to start a business, and you get a product. Let's say you start out a product and it becomes successful. Now, and more companies now have got to, and it's no surprise that they have to engage into social media.
Yes.
It has to happen.
Yeah.
So much so, new survey out, a new report rather, it says 80%, consumers are 80% more likely to purchase something that they've seen through personalized content, meaning like those ads that we see pop up. I think TikTok is probably one of the biggest reasons there. But also, not only that, but something that's been suggested or even given to you, recommended through AI. You're 80% basically more likely to purchase something. So now with these big companies and even just smaller, even medium-sized companies, they have to put that into their marketing campaign. It's no longer the newspapers or the billboards or whatever you have it, but to show you how influential, where we always say, we see something pop up on our screen, I'm not going to do that. But apparently that's not the case. It's really happening.
But do you find yourself, if you're looking into something or a product or a service, I will oftentimes go to Facebook, Instagram, and X to see if they've got an account there.
It's smart.
And if they do, what people are saying about them. And then, of course, if they've got a website, I always like to check out the website.
Which
and
you
then,
should.
And see if they've got social media pages, Instagram, you name it. So that way I can kind of cross-reference, find out if they're legit or not, and how many people follow them, and what the reviews are.
It's important to do that, and I'll
Yeah.
tell you why, especially when you mentioned Facebook there. I got bit twice already where I saw something on Facebook,
Yes.
and I go, all right, I'll do it. Sounds like a great deal. I do it. It doesn't show you, and I use PayPal to pay for it, and it's a Chinese company.
Yes.
And it doesn't come. And the scam is, and I'm calling it a scam because it's
Yeah.
happened to me twice, same thing, where it doesn't show up, it doesn't happen. They send you a thing that says, no, it says it was delivered, but I've never heard of this delivery company or whatever.
Yes.
All right. Then I go, and they go, I'll tell you what, we'll refund you the money, but it's $10 for shipping, so we can't refund that. And I'm like, no. That's why you go through PayPal. PayPal will help you get your money
they
back.
will. Okay.
So always try to do that.
Yeah.
Don't ever use your own account. And as I did that, PayPal gave me back all my money, minus, however, also like a $10 change, which was the shipping charge.
Yeah.
So you have to watch out with who, and that's why I say that's a great idea with
Yeah.
checking out the company, because had I known this was a Chinese company,
You wouldn't have bought it.
I wouldn't have at all.
Yeah.
And even still, they made $10 off of me.
Of course they
the
did.
shipping, because it was never sent. They
Can
said
you
it was
imagine
mailed
how
and
many
everything.
$10 they made off of
Right.
who knows how many people, right?
So keep that in mind. And, normally we don't go after
Yeah.
business or whatever, but when you're on Facebook, I find specifically because you think it's a normal American company or whatever.
I always get scared with those things in case if it's an influencer, because I'm like, do you know they're getting paid
That's
to
another
say
thing.
this?
Yes.
And of course they're going to find the positive in it, and they're not going to give you something real.
Which
So
is
those are
Very good
tough
point. That's a good
sometimes.
point.
Which I think is important to go and check out the reviews.
Yeah,
because
on a
oftentimes
real
you'll-
site.
Yeah, oftentimes you'll see this product, like you mentioned, Mitch, on social media. It looks great. You get totally drawn into the video. I'm like, oh my God, I want to buy this. And then you go on their website or you go on Google and search, and people are like, it's a scam. It's the
scam.
worst product ever. It never works. Whatever. Big waste of money. So you do have to do a little research.
And if it's from China, you know what? It's probably a ripoff of another company.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not going to be a real deal. I'm saying that. There's no political movement
No,
behind that.
it's
It's
just
just
your
that's how it
experience.
is. It's
Yeah.
my experience with having more. We have more Flash coming up. Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. It's time to get on the scene. Doreen is throwing some sticks into the mix. She's chatting it up with keyboardist Lawrence Gowan.
Today on The Scene with Doreen, I sit down with long-term member and keyboardist of the band Styx, Lawrence Gowan. They have a new album out, and I can't wait to dig in. Check it out.
Hangman is coming down from the gallows, and I don't have very long.
You studied music formerly at the Royal Conservatory of Music in Toronto. You would spend a minimum of 6 hours a day practicing piano.
Well, a minimum of that. I mean, the only job I ever held, we'll call it that, was a part-time. I worked at a piano store in Toronto, just part-time, but mainly because the owner of the store there, he actually trusted me enough to give me the keys. So I would sometimes practice through the night in the store because they had all these pianos and a grand piano. So I would sometimes go right through the night practicing. So 6 hours would be a minimum at that point because, I wasn't what you'd call a quick study. I needed to really, really work at it, and I did.
Did all your studies go out the window when you crossed over to rock music?
Not at all, Doreen. It was really, honestly, I was really studying classical music only because I wanted to kind of broaden my musical vocabulary, so to speak, because I knew I wanted to be a songwriter. I always knew I was going to be a rock musician. That's what I grew up on. I remember reading that Elton John and Rick Wakeman had both gone to the Royal Academy in London, England, and so the Royal Conservatory in Toronto is the Canadian equivalent. If it has Royal in front of it, it means that the Queen gave it a stamp of approval.
25 years ago, you decide to join Styx, and they were very well established at the time. Were there a lot of challenges joining a very well-defined band?
Yes, you're right. On that very first night that we played with them way back when, there was a moment just as we were breaking into Grand Illusion, realized, oh, this will be the first time an audience of Styx fans hear someone else sing this song. So I guess I'll know in about the next 4 minutes whether this is going to work. And luckily it was a favorable response, and the other guys in the band were really pleased, and we've been together since then. As far as it being daunting, I had to learn how to be a good, useful band member instead of the main attraction, or the solo artist. That was more of the challenge, and that's one that I'm still trying to meet as much as I can.
Are we destined forever to build and destroy?
Congrats on the release of your new album, Circling from Above. Your first release, Build and Destroy, is really an amazing reminder of why Styx has been such a musical powerhouse for over 50 years.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, it is an exciting time.
Build and Destroy makes the mention of AI. Ironically, your music video for Build and Destroy is heavily generated by AI, I assume?
What I found really intriguing, disturbing, funny about the video is that each band member appears in various parts of it.
Absolutely.
And you know who it is, but it doesn't actually look like us. It's the computer's interpretation. At one point, they gave me this enormous jaw. Yeah, and so that was kind of nice to see. Hey, look, I've got a really manly-looking jaw for once.
And the band is back at it again this summer for the Brotherhood of Rock Tour across the country.
I have said this many times. I look across the stage during our show, and I'm as entertained as the audience is by all my bandmates,
Right.
And we have this shared vision of how what Styx can continue to be.
Visit StyxWorld.com, get the new album Circling from Above, check out their Brotherhood of Rock Tour dates, and just stay connected to everything that is Styx and Lawrence Gowan.
Bye, Doreen.
And if you want to hear more of our great conversation, visit here. I'm Doreen Taylor with The Scene with Doreen, here at the Daily Flash each week. See you next time.
Arkansas is the premier outdoor recreation state. Here's one of the stars of the hit TV series Yellowstone with more and why she calls the natural state home.
I moved to Arkansas because I wanted to heal myself, I wanted to heal animals, and I wanted to talk to nature. And I got exactly the message I needed. I started this incredible horse sanctuary called Moon Mountain Sanctuary and Rescue, and I don't think I could have done that anywhere outside of Arkansas. But what I also found is this state that was so surprising to me, all of the things that it offered. It from hiking to mountain biking to tubing and kayaking, horseback riding, side-by-side off-roading. Arkansas literally had everything you could imagine, and no one had told its story. So if you're considering relocating, Arkansas currently is the nation's lowest cost of living. And if you want to see what it would be like for you, go to arkansas.com/relocation and participate in the relocation calculator that can calculate the cost of living comparison from where you live now to your beautiful new life in Arkansas.
A new study finds that Americans consider brain health one of the most important issues today. Joining us with expert advice on keeping your brain healthy is neurologist Dr. Shane Data.
Hi, thanks for having me. Brain health's become a growing concern among my patients, especially as more people notice forgetfulness and a lack of focus as they age. As a neurologist, I always emphasize putting a foundation in place to support brain health: a balanced diet, regular exercise, and quality sleep. But even with these routines, many people benefit from incorporating targeted supplementation to give their brain that extra layer of support. That's why I recommend Cunol Brain Health Memory Plus to my patients, a new supplement with ingredients clinically shown to support brain health for improved memory, focus, and attention. Cunol is already known for its science-backed supplements that empower you to age well, and their new brain health products are no different. What I love about Cunol Brain Health is its unique high absorption, dual action formula. It combines two powerful clinically tested ingredients, Magtine, magnesium L-threonate, and cognizant citicoline. Magtine is a patented form of magnesium that's specifically designed to cross the blood-brain barrier and deliver essential magnesium to the brain, which is key for cognitive function, and cognizant aids in the maintenance of brain cell structure. Together to deliver up to 9 cognitive benefits, Cunol Memory Plus and Focus Plus have both been shown to improve attention, focus, and even productivity and energy among those with occasional sleeplessness. Cunol Memory Plus, with its 500 milligrams of cognizant per serving, also has been shown to improve memory. Cunol Brain Health is available in 2 varieties, Memory Plus and Focus Plus. Both products are caffeine-free, stimulant-free, gluten-free, vegetarian, and contain no synthetic dyes. It's very easy. Just take 2 tablets daily or after a meal, or follow your healthcare provider's guidance. You can find Cunol Brain Health Memory Plus and Focus Plus at major retailers nationwide, including Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Sam's Club, and Amazon. It's an excellent addition to help support a healthy brain as you age.
All right, school's out and screens are on, and kids are going to be spending more hours online during the summer. It's called Screen Surge. And with more screen time comes real risk. Joining us today with some timely tips for managing summer screen time is Kristen Lewis.
Good to see you.
All right, tell me, what is Screen Surge?
Screen surge is exactly what you said. It is the sharp spike in screen time when kids get out of school. There's something about that combination of unstructured time and I think parents being busy and it's hot outside, but it adds up quickly with kids just scrolling and screaming what feels like all day long.
Are there some tools out there available for those busy parents who want to actually manage their kids' digital wellness effectively?
Yeah, great question. I think a lot of parents are looking for advice and sort of camaraderie around like, how much time are you allowing? How much time should I be allowing? So there are, parental controls tools out there that can help you set time limits, filter out inappropriate content. Those are definitely helpful. At Aura, we focus more on helping parents that are looking for sort of the "is my kid okay" answer. So understanding, what is the impact of certain apps or certain types of activity online that might be, impacting their mood or their tone, maintaining a really healthy, privacy with the child and not exposing any of the raw activity that they're doing online, but, giving parents that insight around, hey, when your kid is on TikTok after 9 p.m., they don't sleep as well at night. They tend to wake up and they're, Googling things in the middle of the night. So again, getting to that answer and sort of detecting those anomalies that can help parents take action without, spending a bunch of time kind of auditing their kids' activity or the minutes that they're spending on their phone.
Parents are out there and they want to learn more about protecting their family. Where do they go?
You can definitely go to aura.com/online-balance to learn more about the tools that we're providing for parents. We also have digitalparenthood.com, which is a great place to go for kind of education resources and a place to talk to other parents about the challenges that you're facing this summer. But
thanks, Kristen. We'll have this on our website at dailyflashshow.com.
Now here's Neil Bradley with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce on how tariffs could be affecting the price of a few popular summertime items.
Summer is supposed to be a time of slowing down, relaxing with family and friends, not higher prices. But the things that are summer essentials, whether that's a grill for cooking out, a fishing rod, a bicycle to go on a bike ride with your kids, or swimwear, or even the cooler that you throw some cold ones in. Every one of those products has new tariffs on them. And tariffs is just a tax increase that's imposed by the federal government. and they're raising the costs of the goods that you and I buy every day. Go to uschamber.com/tariffs. That's uschamber.com/tariffs. There you can find out how these tax increases are affecting summer essentials, back to school supplies, and everything in between. You can also learn how we can help protect small businesses all across this country. That's uschamber.com/tariffs.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
Right now, Love Missions is working to purchase a 10-acre property right here in Central Florida. It's a place that's more than land. It's a lifeline for survivors of human trafficking.
It'll be a stable home, a space for healing, job training, and a fresh start toward real freedom. But they've got a tight deadline to raise $360,000.
And you can help make it all happen and be part of the survivor's legacy. Visit lovemissions.net or scan the QR code you see right there on your screen.
Every single gift brings lasting hope to someone who truly needs it. Welcome back to Daily Flash. Mitch, Andrea, and Matt all hanging out with you. Point of note here, I am violating my parole by being this close to knives. So I just want you guys to know.
Good to know. All right. All right. Very good. We'll keep our distance for the most part. So a lady's making some headlines. A recent trip to Disney World, she got reprimanded for what she was wearing.
Hey, okay,
yeah,
a bit of
which
time, huh?
sort of surprised me because I figured, at this point it seems like we've all been under the umbrella of anything goes. But she got called out and said if she wanted to go on a particular ride, she would have to buy a shirt to cover up. She was wearing a sports bra and leggings. So she's like, that's what she was wearing to Disney World. And they were saying, you're wearing what amounts to a bra and you need to cover up. That's not acceptable. So if you want to ride the ride, you've got to put a shirt on.
It's Disney World, right?
Disney World. She didn't have a shirt, so they directed her to the gift store.
That's where they get you.
To buy a shirt. Now, the boyfriend she shows in the picture, he's wearing a tank top, like a muscle shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking to myself, well,
are you kidding me?
How is that okay? And what she's wearing is not okay.
I've seen way less out of the parks. Now, the water parks, when the Brazilian tourists show up, they will go up to them and be like, oh no, you have to put something on. Like, that string ain't Disney
that
friendly.
I can understand.
But that's nothing compared to some of the stuff I've seen.
She's saying, I wear this to the gym. Why can't I wear it to Disney World? And Disney is saying, look, what's appropriate for Disney is not necessarily appropriate, or what's appropriate for the gym is not necessarily appropriate.
I wonder if somebody complained about it. Why? I don't know why. But I also like to remind those making those decisions that this is Florida. And 98 degrees is not 98 degrees anywhere else in the world.
No.
It's at least 173, man. It gets so hot and humid. I'm surprised she was wearing leggings. I would have worn shorts.
Right.
No, that's nuts.
I don't know about the short shorts, Matt. I mean,
I've seen just short shorts that are just up like in the thing, and they don't say anything with those.
See,
really.
I'm surprised. I would think that they would. I get the argument that she's wearing what consists of a bra, but I don't know.
At least it fit her.
Yes, that's
right?
true.
Because most people that's the reason. All right, that does it for everybody. Happy summer. We love you. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Be good, everybody.